Hi, guys. Welcome to HopHacks Fall 2015. Woo! Everyone give us a round of applause. Yeah! So for those of you guys who don't know, this is actually the 5th iteration of HopHacks that we've had since it's been founded in 2013. So welcome, everybody. This is actually the biggest event we've had thus far, and we're really happy you guys are out here for a weekend of awesome hacking. So a quick few things before we get started. Today is a very fateful day in our nation's history, so I've been asked to have a quick moment of silence for all of the people that lost their lives 14 years ago on this day. So if you'll join me, thank you. Thank you, guys. All right, so let's get started. You can check out us at our website, hophacks.com, as well as our Facebook page and our Twitter. They're all up here, so be sure to follow us during the event for things like food giveaways, swag, all of that sort. So I'd like to give a quick thanks to our awesome team. We have Joanne, who is our faculty advisor, myself, Jose. Where are you, Jose? Right back there. Diana, who is, I believe, still in Hackerman Hall. Jordan, who is there as well. Willis is running our AV back there. Willis, wave to everyone. There he is. Alex, back there as well. Tom, where are you, Tom? Not here. Yeah, I think he's upstairs. Sam and Christian. So we have a really awesome team this year, and we're really grateful for everyone for coming out. So without further ado, I want to give you guys a quick introduction to our sponsors. These are our gold sponsors, so these are our top tier. We have the Johns Hopkins Applied Physics Laboratory. Where are you guys? Right there. We have Accenture. We have Bloomberg. Booz Allen Hamilton. The NSA and the Laboratory for Telecommunication Sciences. There they are. And our stable sponsors, we have Flatiron Health, Mission Data, and Johns Hopkins University IT, or IT at JH. Where are you guys? Oh, we also have Livingly Media. There he is. Epic. All the way back there. And Textron Systems. Textron, are you here? There you are. Our blue sponsors, we have Google, up here at the front. DigitalOcean, who does not have a mentor here today, I believe. And Book Holders. Where are you guys? All the way back there. Cool, so we really couldn't do it without our sponsors, and we thank each and every one of them for making HopHacks possible. So if you guys could give them a round of applause, we'd really appreciate it. All right. Without further ado, I'd like to go into our schedule. So kickoff is obviously right here, right now in Hodson Hall. Hacking will take place from Friday at 9 p.m., so that's in less than an hour, to Sunday at 9 a.m. So you guys will have 36 hours to complete your hack. Hacking will take place in both Hackerman and Malone Hall, so feel free to make yourself at home there. One word of caution, please do not use the undergraduate computer science lab on the first floor of Malone Hall. There will be a sign on there telling you not to go in, so please, if you could leave that for our students, we'd appreciate it. There's going to be a break with the brunch right after hacking ends on Sunday at 9 a.m. And at this time, we really recommend that you guys try to polish up those presentations for our judges. We really want to make them as smooth as possible in order to get those prizes right. So those are going to be from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. in the Hodson Hall auditorium right here. So that's going to be about 4 hours. And even if you guys didn't complete your hacks, we still recommend that you come out to come see what everyone else has been doing. And so for those of you who got here on the buses, they'll be leaving around 2:15-ish. Some will be leaving around 3. So just be ready for that. So rules of our hackathon, you can use any publicly available API. The only thing that you are not allowed to use is code that you have written beforehand and is not available to the public. So that excludes publicly available libraries and frameworks that are available on something like GitHub. And teams must be no more than 4 people. You should register your team on DevPost, which is formerly known as Challenge Post. It's what we use for our hackathon coordination and our prize submissions, our hack submission process. So I'll be giving you guys the link to that later in the presentation. If you don't have a team, register for DevPost, and there's actually a team matching feature that you can use there to try to find a team that fits your interests. And so you guys can come and go as much as you want. You can go home and sleep if you're on campus. You can go even explore Baltimore if you want. But we would really like all hacking to be done in Hackerman and Malone Hall if you can do that. It's where we want all hacking to take place. So please don't take your laptop elsewhere and do hacking not during the hackathon. So a few things about our Wi-Fi network. If you could try to keep Wi-Fi usage on your other devices to a minimum, we'd really appreciate it, just because we have a lot of people here and the network does get kind of strained sometimes. So if you could turn off all your tablets, phones, pagers, pacemakers, or any other personal devices, we'd appreciate that. No apps that are malicious or try to flood the network with packets in any way. Please, no DDoS attacks. We'd appreciate that. And try to keep music and movie streaming to a minimum as well, just for the sake of the other people around you, just be respectful. And so for visitors, if your university has an EDU room account, you can actually log in to the Wi-Fi network EDU room and use your university credentials to log in there. Not all your universities may have this, so if they don't, please use the JH guestnet. And so from there, you will have to connect to the guestnet. They'll ask you to input an email, and then from there, you should be good to go. So we actually have hardware for you guys to hack on as well, courtesy of MLH, Major League Hacking. We have Pebbles, Leap Motions, Spark Cores, Bio, armbands, Oculus Rifts, breadboards, Arduinos, and much more. So if you're interested in renting out hardware from MLH, please come visit Shy and Hackerman 320. Hackerman 320 will be our HQ, and I'll kind of get into a little bit of that later. So we're actually going to have a few workshops tonight. These will be held in Malone Hall in room 228. These are kind of just an opportunity for you to maybe learn a little bit about a technology that you didn't know, or a new tool or a framework. And these are going to be presented by our sponsors. So initially we have Salesforce development Friday at 9:30. This is from IT at JHU. Flatiron Health will be giving a demo of the web app boilerplate from Friday at 10 p.m. So that's this evening. Booz Allen will be giving an enterprise development Baltimore City open data project, so I highly recommend that you guys attend that one. There's some really cool data that the city has that you can use for civic hacking. Accenture will be having a presentation at 11 p.m. about the Accenture vision. And then Mission Data will be giving a quick talk about CSS tomorrow at 2:30 p.m. in the afternoon. So be sure to attend some of these. They're going to be really valuable for you guys. So rooms of importance. We have HopHacks HQ. This is where you guys will be getting all of your meals and your snacks. So this is definitely a room you want to know. We have lots of Red Bull and other soda stocked in there. So we'll always have stuff available for you guys if you want to be refreshed at all. This is in Hackerman 320, so the third floor of Hackerman. There will be an organizer, pink shirts, there at all times. So just stop by if you have any questions or just want to hang out as well. We have a sleeping room for you guys if you end up doing any sleeping. We'll see. But that's in Malone 328. And so please, I'd like to reserve that room for people who do want to sleep or get some rest, so please don't be loud or noisy in there if possible. And all of our sponsors are going to be on the first floor of Hackerman Hall in the South Bay and the North Bay. So if you guys were in Hackerman before, you'll see that it's kind of split into two parts with an underpass underneath. And the sponsors will be on both sides of the underpass through the double doors. So definitely check them out and kind of see what they're up to. Again, we're going to have our workshops. Those are going to be in Malone 322. And showers, if you guys getting a little stinky, are in the basement of Maryland Hall on campus, which is actually across the quad. You can check out some of the maps we have if you get lost at all. And so DevPost, you guys all need to register for DevPost to be able to actually submit your hacks. It's very important that you guys do. The URL is up here, hophacksfall2015.devpost.com. You can also find info about branded prizes as well as our prizes themselves. We'll be posting lots of updates about food and other important things that you need to know. And in addition, you can also find your team through DevPost if you did not come with one. So definitely register as soon as you can. Also, this slide deck will be available for you guys afterwards if you need to use any of the links or the information here. So let's dive into our prizes. We are giving away $1,024, 1024. That might be a number that you guys recognize. MLH is also providing us with Dell tablets, so those are going to be really cool. Second place is $512, and third place is $256. And in addition, you guys will be getting really cool looking medals from MLH for places 1 through 3. So we do have a couple branded prizes as well. Best user experience, that's $100 from Mission Data. Booz Allen is giving away $100 Amazon gift cards for the best use of open data. Accenture is giving away a visit to their tech lab, which is pretty cool. For the best Accenture technology vision, they'll be diving more into that at their workshop. The best Mayo armband hack is Major League Hacking, and they'll actually be giving you the Mayos themselves.
That's Pebble hack.
It's a Pebble? Oh, apologies. So you can win a Pebble, too. Hack on that Pebble, the smartwatches. All right, so Uncubed is giving away 4 passes to their awesome recruiting event in New York City, and that's just going to be given away at random. Textron is giving away the most gift bags for the most innovative hack. That's up to their discretion. And Bloomberg is giving away a $600 Newegg gift card for the easiest to use hack that helps a broad audience of people. And so we actually have a branded prizes from book holders as well, another one of our sponsors. Challenge number 1 is the best program using internet open source data, and for that they get 1 Bitcoin, which is pretty awesome. I'm not quite sure what Bitcoins are worth right now, but I'm sure it'll be at least $200. The coolest use of hardware is challenge number 2, and you'll be getting a free Raspberry Pi, Teensy, or Spark core for each team member. That's awesome. Most innovative use of class data API or video feeds, you'll be getting $50 in textbooks for each team member, so that will definitely come in handy next semester. So our judging criteria, you'll be graded on 4 different areas: usefulness, polish, creativity, and technical difficulty. And I want to remind you guys that all of your hacking, including any hardware that you bring in, you're only judged on what happens during the event, what you create during the event. Anything that's kind of brought in beforehand, you guys are not going to be judged on. So make sure you keep that in mind when you're developing your hacks. So far right now, we have 3 judges. We have Brian Razak, who is the CEO of a local Baltimore tech startup called Social Toaster in the social media space. We have Travis Polson from the Johns Hopkins Medicine Technology Innovation Center, and Peter Froelich, who is a faculty at Johns Hopkins Computer Science. And so right now, I'd like to get into some of our partner presentations. Again, we could not do it without these partners and sponsors, so we really appreciate them being here. And so our first partner presentation was A-Level Capital. A-Level, where are you guys?
How's everybody doing?
Good? There you go.
Good. So has anybody here heard of A-Level Capital? Yeah, hands.
There we go. All right.
Well, Gianni's going to tell you guys more.
Cool. So my name's Gianni, and I'm a partner at A-Level Capital. I have a question for you guys. How many of you have had great ideas that you've never fully pursued because you haven't had the proper resources or funding? All right, well, I've been on that boat before, and that's why we founded A-Level Capital. A-Level Capital is a student-run venture capital firm that was founded by students, run by students, and then invests in students. And early-stage funding is something that's difficult to find, and we hope to make that process easier for students, and by doing so, making some awesome startups come out of Hopkins. But funding isn't everything. Our team is full of diverse and talented individuals that are there to help you for any problems you might encounter. And additionally, we've brought on some of the most successful and entrepreneurial, some of the most successful Hopkins alumni in the field of entrepreneurship and venture capital. Just to name a couple, we have Dave McClure from 500 Startups, founder of 500 Startups, and Paul Grossinger. He's a 26-year-old serial entrepreneur, venture capitalist, and the founder of the Blue Jay Syndicate. If you guys want to check out our website at alevelcapital.com to learn more or apply for up to $25,000 in funding. And Corey, Elliott, and I are going to be hanging around here for a little bit for any questions you guys might have. So thanks for your time, and good luck hacking.
All right, thank you very much, A-Level. Our next partner is Johns Hopkins Technology Ventures.
Thank you. How's it going, guys? My name is Qasim Ahmad. I'm the new venture coordinator at Johns Hopkins Technology Ventures. So Johns Hopkins Technology Ventures is an arm of Johns Hopkins that specializes in commercializing research and IP from the university, and as well as providing venture services to university students, faculty, and alumni. So we're here to support anyone that is pursuing an innovative initiative, has a startup idea, wants feedback on their startup idea, is looking for mentorship resources and capital, and we have a few different programs that we do that through. One of the programs that's actually, the deadline is coming up pretty soon, is the Social Innovation Lab. It's a socially motivated incubator, so if you have an idea for a startup or a nonprofit that has a social mission that's looking to help the people of Baltimore or beyond, this is an incubator that can provide you some initial funding, some resources to really help you accelerate that idea. The deadline for that is September 30th. There's also the O'Connor Fund grant program. So the O'Connor Fund grant is just to support aspiring students, entrepreneurs. It's a grant fund where we can provide $5,000 to $10,000 in funding, and there's no specific type of industry that we're looking for when it comes to that fund. Fast Forward is a full-service incubator. It's also a space in East Baltimore. It's a really cool space. If anyone is around the med school, I would recommend just stopping by and checking it out. So Fast Forward provides you with a network of very experienced entrepreneurs and venture capitalists. It provides you with a space that has conference rooms, labs, and then it also provides you with mentorship workshops and educational services to help you scale your ventures. So this is for companies that have already been developed, but anyone's encouraged to apply. I've listed my contact info at the bottom, and anyone who's interested in entrepreneurship, doesn't know where to start, feel free to shoot me an email. We're here to support events like HopHacks, MedHacks, and great initiatives like A-Level Capital. Thanks.
Thank you, Tech Ventures. All right, up now we have the JH, the Johns Hopkins Medicine Technology Innovation Center. They're another one of our partners. We don't have any mentors here from them, but we do appreciate their service as well. Up next, we have our actual sponsor presentations. So first up is the Johns Hopkins University Applied Physics Lab. Come on up. Yeah, let's give them a round of applause, guys.
So hello, everyone. Quick question. How many of you guys have heard about Pluto or New Horizons in the news lately? Yeah. So we're the team, APL, that actually threw that and went to the edge of the solar system. So slide. Is that the only slide we have? I'm sorry. Thanks. Okay, so what is APL? We're part of Hopkins. We're a research center. It's called the UARC, a university-affiliated research center. So our goal, what drives us, is basically tackling the nation's hardest challenges and then making just sure that we're like ahead of the line. It all got started way back in World War II with the VT fuse. You can look at it, look up on Google funny fuse, and you'll find some information on it. And apparently we got really good at solving those challenges, so we decided to keep at it, whether it's exploring the edges of the solar system by taking a trip to Pluto or working on prosthetic arms that are interfaced to the nerve endings of the patients that are actually using it. So next slide. In terms of the work we do, we're in that middle ground between government, which has all these challenges that we want to solve, and industry, which mass produces the solutions. We're the ones we're considered a trusted agent is what we're called, because we take the challenges, we solve them, and then once we have the solution, then the companies go ahead and mass produce them. So some of the areas we work, we do cyber defense, we do missile defense, we do medical, in the medical area, we do some work as well. We definitely do space exploration, as you probably are aware of at this point. And we do a lot of other stuff. So some pictures you'll see and recognize there, the prosthetic arm, RBSP or the Van Halen probes. And then this is the second version of the prosthetic arm that's used for basically bomb situations. So next. We're going to be here throughout the whole hackathon, all 48 hours of it. We have a lot of staff coming in. We'll be coming in and out. There's a lot of experience, and our goal is mainly to help you guys. We're going to have people who are experienced in web services, web architecture, hardware, software. So if you have any questions, if you're getting stuck on your Android app, on your mobile app, your web app, or your hardware gizmo that you're building, come by. We might be able to help, and that's our goal, to have fun helping you guys out. We're also going to have information about internships as well as full-time opportunities. So if you care about any of those, take a walk by our table. And that's all we have. We're really looking forward to see what cool stuff you guys come up with, and I hope to see you guys on the floor. Take care.
Thank you, APL. All right, up next we have Accenture. Accenture, please come to the stage.
Hi, we're Accenture. This is our second time sponsoring HopHacks. We're really excited to be here. We wanted to start with some introductions. We can go to the next slide. So my name's Meg. I've been with Accenture for 5 years. I graduated from Hopkins in 2010. I was an applied math major, but that was a long time ago. My current role is a delivery lead for a large Oracle implementation at the U.S. Postal Service.
My name is Kate Long. I graduated just this past May 2015 with a degree in biomedical engineering, and I'm now at the U.S. Postal Service on the Global Business Systems project.
I'm David. I actually went to undergrad and master's at Hopkins. I finished my undergrad in 2012, my master's in 2013. Currently, I'm working at Accenture, and I'm working for the DoD on an Oracle implementation project.
Hi, I'm Ali, and I've been with Accenture for about 3 years, and currently I usually help companies develop reports or dashboards. That's my specialty, and I was a biomedical engineer a while ago. Look at that old picture. Kind of looks like my brother. I don't even have a brother.
Hi guys, my name is Eddie. I graduated 2014, majored in Chem BE, and I started same time as David last year in October. Right now working for the Department of Education as a junior Java developer. So all you guys and your student loans, they go through me.
So I just want to talk a little bit about Accenture's scope, its scale, its impact. Last year, up to last year alone, we spent $850 million on employee training and development, and over $713 million on research and development. 91 of our clients are Fortune 500 companies, so we're really respected, and we work with a great number of clients, really working to develop our employees and, you know, get ahead of the curve as far as client deliverables.
So I'd like to talk about our technology vision. Accenture's 2015 technology vision is something that's developed by the Accenture Tech Labs, and it's a combination of 5 trends that they're seeing this year. The first one is the Internet of Me. We've all heard of Internet of Things, but the Internet of Me is your device is working and is also being personalized for you. The outcome economy. So instead of having products and services that are fun and cool to use, they also have measurable output and outcomes. Platform revolution, an ecosystem that's supporting your entire app or product or service. Intelligent enterprise combining big data and smarter systems. And workforce reimagined, and that's a combination of hardware, machines, and humans. So we're going to be giving our branded prize based on a judge of those 5, which is what David will talk about.
Yeah, so I'm just going to talk a little bit about a division within Accenture called the Accenture Technology Labs. And at Accenture, we really believe we do a good job serving our clients' current needs. But what does the company do to make sure they can serve the clients' needs in the future? So the Accenture Technology Labs is a place, it's a small organization within Accenture where we really focus and delve into emerging technology trends, a lot of which is what Ali tapped into or just talked about. I'm really excited about the prize that we're giving away. It's a trip to the actual Accenture Technology Lab. We have an office in Washington, D.C., and whoever is the lucky team to go there, I think we're going to be able to see a lot of cool stuff. So I'm going to pass on to Eddie, who's going to talk about recruiting.
All right, guys, so we are recruiting for full-time positions for seniors this fall. You can take a note of all the dates on the slide. So we will be at the career fair on October 1st, and definitely check out our table for more information on full-time opportunities at Accenture.
We'll be here as well the whole time, so if you are stuck, come talk to us. We'll try and help you out.
All right, good round of applause for Accenture. Thank you. All right, up next we have Bloomberg. Bloomberg, please come to the stage.
Hey guys, my name is Wolfgang. I'm going to do something super rude at the beginning of a presentation. I'm not going to introduce these guys right now. I'm going to tell you first what Bloomberg actually is. So we're not the Johns Hopkins Bloomberg Physics Building. We're not the Johns Hopkins Bloomberg School of Public Health. And we're also not a mayor, although this guy is our founder and current CEO. What we really are is a tech company at heart. We have 4,000 engineers right now who develop databases, our own databases, who contribute to big data and machine learning technologies, open source software, we define language standards. And we do cater to the financial community, but we also have clients across the board, so lawyers, government, and all that. With that, I am now going to introduce my peers. So on stage, we have a couple of the people that you see up there. The rest is actually at the booth. I'm Wolfgang up there. Alessandro is at the booth. Shin is right there. Rob, we are all alumni, actually. Soren is up here with me as well. And then Jeanette, and the person that I had the most trouble actually introducing. So I was going to say he is the person that actually makes me a little bit more nervous standing up on stage. He used to be a software engineer. He's still a software engineer, actually. He works on he works on the core libraries at Bloomberg, but he is also the head of engineering at Bloomberg. So what are we here for? What we're here for, and what Vlad is here for also, is helping us mentor you guys. So if you have any questions about technology, we're here for you, essentially. If you want to bounce project ideas off of us, we're here for you too. If you want to review the presentations with us, we're here for you too. We can do some lifestyle mentoring as well, so we will remind you to sleep with our Bloomberg swag, for example, the Bloomberg PJs and pillows. In addition, we would also like to, if you want, talk about the possibilities for you at Bloomberg. We have a couple of events at HopHacks. They're a little bit more informal. They're not necessarily workshops, so we'll have some boards up. You can come up to us and fix bugs that we created. I think, Vlad, you might have a bug up there too. And then we also have a Bloomberg quiz. So come up to us starting after the kickoff. I said initially that you will just get pillows and PJs. That's not really true. You have to work for them. So you have to actually answer one of these questions. We will also be here for a couple of future events. So there's going to be a security-specific talk for those that are in the Security Institute. There will be a general tech talk about data visualization tools and technologies. We'll be here for the general career fair and the engineering and technology day. In the past couple of hackathons, we kind of focused on financial data and what you can do with it. This year, we'd like to, or this hackathon, we'd like to take it a little bit differently. So Bloomberg is very strong on volunteering and philanthropy as well. I'm actually wearing one of the volunteering shirts. So we want to give out a prize to a hack, a project that helps a very broad audience, that's easy to use, accessible to people. We will give a little bit more credit to projects that actually are caring about the financing of these things as well. So a little bit on the finance side, if you do like trading, for example, in that project, that'd be cool too. With that, I leave you with a couple of references, and thank you very much, and get hacking.
Thank you, Wolfgang and the Bloomberg team. All right, up next we have Booz Allen Hamilton. Please come to the stage. Round of applause.
Thank you. Evening, everyone. My name is Wahab Jalani. We've got a slew of mentors who will be here throughout the entire weekend, ready to answer your questions. I'm going to let the team introduce themselves.
Hi, everyone. My name is Randy. I am a graduate of University of Maryland and Hopkins as well. I've been working for Booz Allen since 2009 as an embedded developer in our defense and intelligence group.
Hey everyone, I'm Sean Wallace. I'm a graduate of Virginia Tech. Started working at Booz Allen full-time in 2012, and I'm also an embedded systems developer.
Hi, I'm JC Montmany. I'm a senior lit engineer. I am a graduate of UMBC, and I started with Booz Allen back in 2003.
And I also graduated from Maryland and Hopkins, so I'm really happy to be here. So we're going to just talk quickly about Booz Allen, talk about our internship program, which is a really great program we have, talk about some work that the interns have done with us, as well as the challenge for this hackathon and what we're going to be giving away for that. So Booz Allen Hamilton, if you don't know, we're a defense consulting contracting company. However, we also work with commercial clients. We've been here for over 100 years, so we have quite a bit of experience and depth of knowledge that we can share to help you with any one of these challenges you'll be facing. Let's go on next slide, please. Some of the areas that Booz Allen is a part of include military, analytics, technology development, and national security. So you could probably guess some of the clients we work with in the area, as well as other clients around the country and around the world. Company's about 25,000 employees, but we focus very, very closely on our group here in central Maryland. We're located maybe 25 minutes south, near BWI Airport. And we do everything you see right behind me. Oh, go ahead. Yeah, that's good. So here's some of the skills that we look for, as well as some of the types of work that we perform, including software engineering, reverse engineering, web programming, cyber development, or anything in cyber, including network engineering, penetration testing. We do work with operating systems, distributed computing, and so on. A lot of us here are full stack developers, as well as embedded reverse engineers. We kind of run the gamut as far as low-level to high-level software development and testing and so forth. Go ahead. So our internship program is a 10-week program that goes from June through August, and we usually hire people from different schools all over the place to try to really increase the diversity. That's something really important to us in our core values. As you can see, these are teams of 4 to 6 students led by staff mentors, folks you see up here, as well as other people coming throughout the weekend. And we work with you day in, day out for those 10 weeks. We don't leave you off on an island. We want to help you achieve real projects and real goals. These are located in our Central Maryland offices, not DC, not Virginia, not anywhere really far away from here, pretty local. Further, our internship program covers a variety of different areas. We do cloud development, embedded reverse engineering, where we teach you reverse engineering and the tools, go through enterprise development, doing full stack web development, which JC is going to talk about a little later, and things like analytics modeling, malware analysis, and so forth. And in some cases, students get to directly support clients with some of the projects, which is really awesome. You can see some of the technologies and tools we get to use on my left. Not only do we do really cool work, and that's really interesting to everybody, but we also have a lot of fun. So we include a lot of training. Training and mentoring is one of our #1 focuses for our intern program, as well as going out, seeing an Orioles game, going to crab feasts, go-karting, paintball, and more. Most recently, I'm one of the co-founders for our brand new Forge hackerspace. So we're building a hackerspace within our company for staff and other people to come use our tools, our 3D printer, our software-defined radios, use our computers for whatever you want, just for staff to use for their own projects. So we think it's pretty awesome. And we also play Ultimate Frisbee, so if anyone likes that, let me know. Just a quick overview. There's a lot of text, so I'm not going to make you read it. But this is just a short summary of some of the projects and cool things that interns over the last 7 years have worked on. Things going from how to find your Android phone if you lose it using an enterprise application and an application that reports back to it periodically, all the way to reverse engineering biometric palm scanners that allow entry into doorways, into secure facilities, things like that. Finally, we also have done reverse engineering on GPS devices, as well as home automation systems and more. We can talk about that later. Okay. So I'm going to pass it off to JC to talk about the challenge for this weekend.
All right, guys, so one of the things we've noticed lately is there's tons of data coming out. And many cities have these open data sets, Baltimore City being one of them. But one of the challenges is if you have all this data, you have to have some way to harness it. If not, it's just data sitting there. So the challenge we have for you over this weekend is to find a way to integrate an open data set, and many cities have them, many organizations have them, and to fold that into your application. So we're looking for several criteria here. The first one is how well do you all use the API to access the data? We're also looking at how well you all integrate it into your projects and how you present it. At 10:30 tonight, my colleague Justin and I will be talking about how one of our teams this past summer was able to use the Baltimore City open data set to create a really useful application that helps people stay safe. And for the victorious team, we will have $100 Amazon gift cards for each member. And that's about it. And you can hear the rest at 10:30 in our talk.
So if you guys have any questions, come by, get some swag, chat with us. We'll help you out with any problems. We'll be here all weekend, and we hope to see you soon. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, Booz Allen. All right, guys, up next we have the Laboratory for Telecommunication Sciences. Please come to the stage. There you go.
Hi, I'm Brian Fryer. I'm a researcher at the Laboratory for Telecommunication Sciences, and I'm going to tell you quickly who we are, why we're here, and what we brought with us. Next. So we are at the University of Maryland campus. We have a beautiful facility there, really great location. The only problem is I end up eating way too much Jimmy John's. Next. So this is our mission, lots of words. You can go read it at ltsnet.net. Next. This is my take on our mission as a researcher. We take real-world problems, we do research, and then we create awesome things that change the world. The science part of this is actually really important because we have the freedom to think up really interesting solutions to problems, and then also have the ability to try those out, and if it fails, that's actually an okay possibility. Next. These are the real world problems that we deal with. I'm not going to go into a lot of the specifics on it, but lots of really cool problems. Apparently in the real world, all the problems are blue. So definitely come and ask us probing questions about these different areas, and we'll give you vague answers about what we do. Next. So while we're here, we really love mentoring. We brought a lot of people with us, and I'm going to have them all stand up in the back. So these guys have a lot of experience, wave, and do some jumping jacks. Okay. So we have a lot of experience in a lot of different areas. We definitely love working on hard problems. So come to us with any kind of problems that you have. We have a lot of experience in a lot of different languages and a lot of scope. And any kind of problems, come talk to us about it. Next. So what do we bring? You can't read it because the text didn't have a border, but we brought a Frankenstein Internet of Things Roomba, which has a web camera, a Raspberry Pi, and a Roomba. So we think you can make some pretty cool stuff out of that. And a cardboard, Google Cardboard with a software-defined radio on it. So you can try and do some virtual reality visualizations of radio wave spectrum in the area. Next. So definitely come talk to us. We have lots of breadth of experience in all these areas. We'll talk your ear off about all these things. And I think that's all I got. Thank you.
Thank you, guys. All right, up next, we have Flatiron Health. Please come to the stage. Round of applause.
Hi, guys. Hi, my name is Samantha Bale. I'm a data engineer at Flatiron Health.
Hey, I'm Ryan Steer. I'm a software engineer at Flatiron.
And hi, I'm Jeremy Feinstein. I'm also a software engineer.
And I'm going to do the talking. All right. Keep it going. Okay, cool. So Flatiron Health is a Google-backed healthcare IT company. We're a startup. We're based in New York City, and we're founded by two ex-Penn grads, actually, who previously had a startup called Invite Media that was sold to Google, and we've been going for a few years now. We're funded by Google Ventures and by First Round Capital, and we've raised what I believe is like the biggest sum for healthcare investments by Google Ventures at as of last year, at least. So what is our mission? What does Flatiron do? Flatiron's mission is to serve cancer patients and our customers by dramatically improving treatment and accelerating research. So that's pretty abstract. What we do is we're pretty much a data analytics company on one side, and we have an EHR, so electronic health record system, that is directly used by clinicians on the other side of our product line. Okay, so the problem with digital health data that we're dealing with, you see we have practitioners, we have physicians, nurses, administrators at practices, and on the other side we have the patients, and they collect a lot of data. So if you can see, we have EHR data. What goes into it is like lab results, for example, insurance, diagnoses, staging information. We have anything about the treatment of the patient. So a lot of information. Pretty much anytime you go and see a doctor and they turn away and type things into a computer, that's an EHR. So our company, as I said, has an EHR system that's oncology specific for cancer treatment, and at the same time we abstract the data from that. Yep. On the other side, we have clinical research. So we have a lot of pharmaceutical companies that do clinical trials. So you've probably heard of a lot of clinical trials. that help to test the efficacy of new drugs, and really helps find more effective treatments for cancer. And they usually do coordinate in some way with physicians in that they put out calls to get patients onto those clinical trials. Now the problem is that only about 4% of all cancer treatment patients in the US are actually enrolled in clinical trials, and it could be a lot more because that would accelerate research, and a lot of patients would actually benefit from being enrolled in trials that give them access to new treatments. So in comes Flatiron Health. What we do is we aggregate data from physicians and from patients. We take all their clinical data, as I said, anything related to their diagnosis, anything related to their outcomes, anything related to the treatments, the drugs they have, and bundle these up, coming from the EHR, and then pass it on to, on one hand, the researchers, in order to accelerate their research, and on the other hand, we'll also feed it back to the actual providers to help them understand what's going on in their practices and help them recruit patients for clinical trials. So as I said, only about 4% of adult cancer patients are actually enrolled in clinical trial research. And our goal is to unlock clinical data from the remaining 96%. So what we do is pretty much we turn every single patient who has been treated for cancer into a clinical trial patient, because we aggregate their data across all cancer practices in the US. And we do actually have around 2 million patients in our system right now, which is roughly 20% of all cancer patients in the US. So we have a huge and very complete data set of cancer patients. Now, the problem is we have loads of different cancer centers that have different systems where the data is represented in different ways. There's no standard APIs to actually extract data from electronic medical record systems, and medical data is insanely messy. It is very, very, very messy. We have something called structured data, where we have data in fields that kind of tell you what you're supposed to see there, but quite often that's actually not the case. And we have unstructured data, so for example, any kinds of scans, lab results, pathology reports, images, that can be insanely messy as well. So our goal is to actually clean up the data. In terms of technology, the stack that we use is, on one side, we have a full Linux stack, so we have Postgres databases, Python, AngularJS, the usual. You're probably all very familiar with that. On the other side, on our EHR system side, we actually have a .NET stack that's based mostly on MS SQL databases, so we kind of have like the two different systems and two different stacks that we work with for our different products. And finally, we're hiring, of course. So please do find us at our booth. We're more than happy to talk to you guys. We're hiring full-time software engineers. So if you're graduating next year, please talk to us. We're hiring software engineering interns. We have an awesome internship program. Jose, who's in the back, one of the organizers, actually interned with us this summer, which is why we're here. So Jose kindly invited us to come. We're also hiring data insights engineering interns, and we're also hiring interns for our security team, which is kind of awesome. So we'll be here all weekend. Please do come and find us. We'll also be walking around, kind of checking in to see if you need help with anything. And if you have a resume, just drop it off with us, or come and get some swag. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Flatiron. All right, and now a word from our Sable sponsors. Mission Data, please come to the stage.
Good evening. We are Mission Data. We are based in Washington, D.C. and Louisville, Kentucky. We've been in business since 1996. We're primarily here. We don't have an API. We're really here as just mentors in the design and software engineering space. We do a lot of work for iOS, Android. We do phone apps, iPad apps, watch apps, web apps, and work with a lot of different clients in a lot of different areas. We work with companies like Papa John's, Maker's Mark, National Geographic, and a bunch of companies you guys have probably never heard of. But it's all very interesting work, and we're really here just to kind of help you guys. If you have ideas, you want to run them by us, that's cool. We have just a vast experience in different areas, and myself, I'm a front-end designer and front-end developer. So if you want to run things by me in terms of look and feel and kind of putting polish on your apps kind of late in the game, I'm happy to do that. I'm giving a workshop tomorrow at 2:30, as was mentioned, to cover CSS frameworks, kind of a quick way to get your app looking good without a whole lot of design knowledge or experience. Let's see, we're giving away an award for best user experience, as also was mentioned. So we're really looking for an application that's thought a lot about the end user. So the person who's going to use it in the end, how they use it, how easy is it to use, can they make sense of it really quickly and easily without kind of a lot of hurdles and a lot of need to figure things out. So we're looking for those apps that really focus in on kind of maybe one big idea and doing that one thing really, really well, which is kind of what we do at Mission Data. We are hiring, for the award, we're giving away 4 $25 Visa gift cards. So if you're a team of 2, that's $50 each, which is pretty good. So we're hiring internships and new hires for summer 2016. So come talk to us about that, and we'd be happy to exchange information, talk about what we do. We had a good internship program this summer. Played around with beacons. We did some iOS development, played with some hardware stuff. I think had a lot of fun this summer. We have an intern in the back there who's hacking this weekend, which is good. We have an intern from a year or 2 ago who's volunteering, so we're happy to be here at Hopkins again. And we'll be at the Career Fair and Technology Day, and we have t-shirts and candy. So come by our table and check us out. Thanks.
Thank you, Mission Data. Up next, we have IT at Johns Hopkins. Round of applause.
Thank you. Hi, my name is Jeff Korb. I'm Associate Vice Provost and Deputy CIO here at Hopkins. Kirk Sibnani and Anthony Gato are members of our team here within IT. We're excited to be here. This is our first year being involved in the group, so we brought some folks that'll be here throughout the time to help you however we can. We're going to do a workshop a little later to talk a little bit about a project that we have going on in IT. We have a grant-funded project from a company called Salesforce. Is there anyone who happens to know of Salesforce, heard of Salesforce at all? Oh, a good number of people, that's great. Cloud-based software, business software largely it's a customer relationship management platform, but we're using it to help try to connect members of the university community, researchers in particular, faculty members with students to find opportunities for research, find people who are interested in similar things. So what we were going to do in our presentation a little later this evening is give you a little glimpse of what we're doing and see if there are things that might be of interest to you. But we're glad to be here. We're glad you're here. We're glad that you all won't be watching too many streaming videos over the network through the next the day or so. But of course, to that end, if we do have technical issues, for those of you who are here, we'll be glad to support you. Just to give you a size of scale too around the university, Kirk and I are both alums of the university, and these are sort of the things you don't realize when you're a student here that we've enjoyed as being staff members. University and the hospital, our health system together, this is a $10 billion business between the two. We employ 50,000 people between the university and the health system. We're the largest private employer in the state of Maryland when you tack in our friends at APL or wherever they were. Add them to the group. So Hopkins is actually a very large enterprise from a business perspective. We run very large systems. Our IT organization is about 900 people that run the networks, the infrastructure, the equipment, the Epic. I saw an Epic guy in the back. The Epic systems that we run in our hospitals. So it's a really fascinatingly large place that you never realize when you're on campus, working in labs and taking all your classes, that how much is here to support you. So we're here to support you this weekend. We're glad that you're here, and we're glad to be part of this. Thank you.
Thank you very much, IT at JH. Appreciate it. Up next, we have Livingly Media.
Hey, I'm Cleve Passarell. I'm VP of Engineering from Livingly Media. I'm a Hopkins grad from 2004, and I've been working on Livingly for about 10 years now. We're a media company out in the Bay Area, and we have a network of 5 websites which cover a variety of different topics. We have a relatively small engineering team propping that up, 8 people. but we have fairly large websites. We attract roughly 30 million unique people every month, and those people combine to do about 750 million page views. So if you guys have any questions about like web development or building stuff at scale, definitely drop by and ask me some questions. Also, if you have any, I am hiring, but if you have any general questions about like working for startups or like how to get hired, I actually gave a talk to the ACM a couple years ago about that very topic, so I have lots of input I can give you on that. So definitely drop by, say hi.
Thank you, Livingly Media. All right, up next we have Textron. Where are you, Textron? Round of applause.
Welcome, everybody. My name is Eric Foster. I'm Director of Software Engineering for Textron Systems, our Unmanned Systems Division, and I brought along my colleague here, Catherine. She was actually a third-place winner of this competition a year ago, so she may be of good help to you guys if you have any issues or have any questions. So take a little overview of the organization. Textron, if you've never heard of it, we're actually a very diversified business. We do helicopters to aircraft to unmanned aircraft to easy-go golf carts, so we do quite a bit of stuff. Us particularly, we are from Textron Systems, so if you flip to the next one. Textron Systems is primarily in the defense industry. Based out of Hunt Valley, Maryland, we do the unmanned systems here. We have a few unmanned aircraft as well as unmanned boats, which you'll see on another slide. But we do a wide variety of things, from data fusion to situational awareness to large specialty vehicles for the military and also civilian use. Next slide. So I'm from Unmanned Systems. Catherine's also from Unmanned Systems, based out of Hunt Valley, like I said. A few things that we do are very well-used aircraft in the military today. Actually has the most flight hours of any aircraft out there, the Shadow system. We're working on unmanned boat systems, both the controls for the ground stations and also doing Android applications for situational awareness for soldiers and also for control of the aircraft through phones and tablets and things of that nature. So we do a lot of really interesting stuff. The next one, and we are always hiring, especially hiring college students. We have a very strong philosophy of growing from within and hiring folks. 80% of our hires are off college campuses, and that's a strong growth potential within the organization as well. Last year alone, we brought in about 100 interns and new hires off college campuses at Hunt Valley alone. So we're certainly always hiring, and this year doesn't look to be any different than that. So if you're interested in jobs, feel free to drop off a resume, ask us any questions, and like I said, we have somebody here that's been here, done that. If you have any questions on your hacks, then feel free to stop by. Thank you.
Thank you, Textron. And up next, we have Epic. Epic, please come to the stage. I see you all the way back there. Round of applause. Go for it. Hello? Hello?
Can you hear me? Okay, good. Okay, so I've been with Epic for 5 years, and our mission has always been to do good, have fun, and make money. Do good is basically we try to make good software, and have fun is our campus has been ranked #1 for basically creativity, I guess, from Forbes, and it's a really good campus. You can see pictures at my stall there. We believe software developers are the heart of the company, so all the teams, all the applications, the CEO, everyone is a software developer. That's fun. So what we are doing this weekend is we have this framework called open.epic. We are looking for someone to create some apps for that, using that, and the prize money for that is $250 per person of a team. Okay. Yeah, so if you have any questions with using open.epic or help with any of your projects or discussing about the projects, come to my stall. And we are also hiring for full-times and interns. We always do hire. We have hired like 550 developers this year. So we have been growing tremendously, so that's something you might be interested in.
Thank you, Epic. Okay, and up next we have Google. Google, please come to the stage.
Hey guys, my name is Ben. I actually graduated from here 2015, and about 7 months ago I was in Dan's spot right there. It's great to be back on behalf of Google. Welcome to HopHacks. Looking to see what you guys make. So I'm a software engineer in the New York office. I work on search infrastructure. I've been there for a whole month. It's been great. And in that time, we've gone through a lot of changes. Alphabet, new logo. I'm happy to talk about all of it. But I'm also happy to talk about your projects. So I'll be around to help you brainstorm ideas, get through some, code humps, and talk about just working at Google in general. So Google, we are hiring on a rolling basis for our software engineer positions and our internships. Like right now, you can apply right now, just a unofficial transcript and a resume. But you should apply sooner rather than later. I think an internship deadline is November 30th. And they're filled on a rolling basis. So sooner rather than later. And so yeah, I'll be at a table downstairs or walking around or maybe hanging out in the headquarters. I'll be around, and if you have recruiting questions, you can email jhutechstudents@google.com. Stephanie Chan is the recruiter, and she will deal with more recruiting questions. I'll have a laptop with a form, and participants can be entered in a raffle for a nice bag. So yeah, come down to the table, talk, swag. It'll be a great time. Good luck, everyone.
Thank you, Ben, and Google. Up next, we have book holders. Book holders, please come to the stage. I see you back there.
Hey, how you guys doing? Ready to hack? Come on, more enthusiasm than that. First, I want to give a thank you to everyone that's putting together HopHacks, everyone that's in, I guess, the pink shirts. Let's have a round of applause for all of them. My name is John Verdi. I'm the CEO of Bookholders, and I'm proud to be here today. How many of you have used a Raspberry Pi before? Okay, excellent. I see a lot of hands. Well, we actually use those types of technologies every day. We actually, instead of, an example, buying an IBM point-of-sale terminal inside a retail store, we actually hack and use a Raspberry Pi in all of our retail terminals. So instead of us spending $1,000 on an IBM system, we spend $35. So we do those type of innovative hacks all the time. So it's one of the reasons why we love coming to hackathons. I'm just going to briefly go over. They did an excellent presentation before with all of our prizes, but I'm going to briefly go over them. We're giving away 1 Bitcoin. So hopefully that's you all know that's more than $1. It's an awful lot of money. So Bitcoins is cryptocurrency. It's another innovative kind of technology. And we're doing that for best app and program. We're also giving away Teensies, Raspberry Pis, and Spark Cores for the coolest use of hardware. We give you an example. We want to see what you guys can come up with, putting different pieces of hardware together. And then we also have our third challenge where we have the most innovative use of our class data API or video API. We have class data for Johns Hopkins, for University of Maryland, Towson, all the class schedules, professors' information, all the stuff in JSON, easily queryable, so you guys can do whatever you want. If you want to mash up between Johns Hopkins classes and maybe University of Maryland's classes, we have all the data in an API for you to check out. For that one, we're giving away gift certificates, and I'm sure you guys will use it in textbooks. We also have Jesse here. He'll be able to help you out, and I'll be around as well to answer any questions that you have. We also have internships. Both fall, spring, and winter, as well as full-time jobs. And since we're in the local area, our internships are very flexible to work around your class schedules. Everyone, good luck.
Thanks, guys. Thank you, book holders. So before we get to the actual hacking itself, I'd like to thank one of our awesome strategic partners, MLH. Can you please come to the stage? For those of you who don't know, MLH stands for Major League Hacking, and we are part of the fall 2015 Major League Hacking season. So we're going to have Shai from Major League Hacking come to the stage and tell you a little bit about MLH.
Thanks, buddy. Hey, everyone. This is the coolest handheld mic that I've ever used. I've been like staring at it through the sponsorship demos, like really excited to get to like play with it. It's like super slick looking. It's pretty awesome, yeah. So yeah, I'm Shai. I work for Major League Hacking. Before I get into like the boring details about what Major League Hacking is, there's a couple groups of people that we need to say thank you. I know book holders has already called out our organizing team, but like they're phenomenal people. They've devoted months of their lives to the next 36 hours that you're about to go through. The least we can do is give them another round of applause. So let's go ahead and do that. All right, second group of people. I'm going down my checklist here. If you are at a hackathon for the first time, if HopHacks is your first ever hackathon, I want you to stand up. Okay. All of you veterans in the room, all of you people who have been to multiple hackathons, it's your duty. I want you to take a moment to remember your first hackathon experience. That first hackathon was amazing. You've learned so much, and I want you to take a look around the room at these people and like keep them in mind when you're hacking. Help them when they ask you for help, and definitely like celebrate that they've given up their weekend to come spend time with you and come join the hacker community. Let's give all of the new hackers in the room a round of applause. All right, boring stuff. What's Major League Hacking? We are the official student hackathon league. So what does that mean? You are part of a season. So this season we have 70 hackathons taking place across North America, so Mexico, the United States, Canada, and Europe. As we speak, there are 5 hackathons taking place this weekend. There's one in Michigan, there's one here, there's Ram Hacks, and there's 2 in Mexico. So you're part of a giant community of people that love to come together and to hack. Hacking is like this amazing force for uniting us all together. And we're the official league. So you being here gets you points for your university. You are right now earning points. And at the end of the semester, the school with the most points gets this crazy trophy. The trophy is like this high, and it has room for a built-in fog machine. For some reason, we thought trophies don't have enough fog machines in them, and that decision was correct. That's why our co-founder is in charge, because he makes decisions like that. Yeah, you could potentially win that trophy for your school just by going to more hackathons. So if you've had a great experience and you want to take that trophy home, if you want to take it away from the University of Waterloo up in Canada, just go to more hackathons. And you can find out a whole list of them at the MLH website, mlh.io. There's a few other cool perks that you get for being at a Major League Hacking event. One of the most exciting ones is you get access to a hardware lab. So we have this crazy hardware lab here. It's full of Oculus Rifts, Leap Motions, Mayos. There's a Nest drop cam. There's like Pebbles. There's stuff from Amazon with the AWS credit. You get free domain names. Everyone in the room gets a free .com, .org, or .net domain name just by being at an MLH event. And you all get $100 in AWS credit, which is like basically free money. So hooray, free money. Yeah. So yeah, come check out the MLH booth, and we'll hook you up with all sorts of hardware. For the best, I've got a couple prizes for things in the hardware lab. For the best use of Pebble, I'll give your entire team Pebble Steels, like these cool smartwatch things. For the coolest AWS hack, I will give you a portable offline S3 instance, aka a 1 terabyte hard drive. And then for the most amusing domain, I have a cool, crazy swag bag. I like cats. I have a preference towards like cats. So if you have a cool cat-related domain name, you're like knowing your judge there. So All right, couple more business items before I hand it back and I kick this off. I just want to make sure everyone is aware that since this is a Major League Hacking event, it is under the Major League Hacking Code of Conduct. We believe that everyone at a hackathon, everyone globally, everyone ever has the right to hack. Everyone has the right to be here, to learn, to build, and to share what they're doing. Abuse and harassment are never tolerated. If you are at an event, a Major League Hacking event, and you feel uncomfortable, come find one of us. Come find me in the MLH shirt, or come find a HopHacks organizer in a pink t-shirt, and we'll make sure we address the situation. Everyone has the right to be here. Keep that in mind. You're all going to build amazing things, and it's really important that we work together to make sure this is a safe space for everyone. Okay? Yeah. All right. I also want to do something a little fun. So I like taking selfies of every event that I go to. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask everyone to stand up and shift into the middle, and we're going to take a group selfie. I see you there sitting down. Up. I make it work. All right. I think we've almost got everyone ready. If people want to stand on chairs in the back, if you are allowed to do that, go ahead. I'm getting an approval. Go ahead and stand on chairs in the back. Let's make sure we can get everyone in this. You all ready? Say cheese. All right, thanks everyone. All right, final business item before I hand it back, and I know all of you are thinking, who is this deranged person that is preventing us from hacking? We want him off the stage immediately. And hopefully this last thing will kind of like make up for the fact that I'm preventing you from hacking right now. I also want to tell you about a surprise mini event that we're doing tomorrow. Tomorrow evening we will have cupcakes thanks to our partners Dell and Intel. So definitely come find us tomorrow. We'll have some amazing cupcakes. And with that, I'm handing back the mic.
Awesome. Thank you, Shaq. Give him an awesome round of applause for an inspiring talk. And thank you again, MLH, for being here. All right, so here is our contact information during the hackathon. You can check the schedule out at hophacks.com. We'll have a list of the workshops there as well. If you haven't already, please make sure you sign up for a DevPost account. You can't submit a hack without one. And definitely keep checking our Facebook page and our Twitter page for updates and announcements about food and other cool things like that. And again, feel free to email us at hophacks@gmail.com or to stop by the office or the HQ in Hackerman 320. And with that, we can get hacking. So, great, before you guys leave, there's going to be a workshop at 9:30 in Malone 228, starting with IT at JH. So definitely stop by those, it'll be a good time.
Cookies at the Bloomberg booth.
Cookies at the Bloomberg booth, apparently. Woo. See you guys in Hackerman. Happy hacking. Thanks, appreciate it.
Yeah, for sure.